Ever since its introduction, Gallade was never really a good Pokemon, competitive wise at least. In Generation 4, when he got introduced, he was literally at his peak, finding a place in the underused borderline tier, aka the UUBL tier, just below the overused tier. Gallade doesn't really have the best offensive typing and stats, and generally gets outclassed by other stronger fighting types. With Generation 5 and onwards, he has found himself in the RU tier and slowly made its way down the tiers, eventually ending up in PU in Generation 8, since a lot more powerful Pokemon got introduced over the course of the generations, and the addition of fairy types didn't help it either. PU is literally the lowest playable tier, so this says a lot about its viability. It did get a Mega Evolution in Generation 6, which was a lot stronger, but even with a Mega, it could only top itself by being in the UUBL tier. However, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Gallade got a few changes, which buffed him quite a bit. While it's still no overused material, it's quite a step up from past generations. In this video I will explain how Gallade got buffed and might actually rise back up again all the way down from PU. Also, if you do enjoy this type of content, consider liking the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos like this one. And with that being said, let's talk about the buffs Gallade has received. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Gallade gained a new ability called Sharpness. Sharpness raises the power of slicing moves by 1.5 times. These are moves like Sacred Sword, Leaf Blade, Psycho Cut, etc. This brings me into my next point, which are the moves Gallade can abuse with this new ability. Gallade also gained access to Sacred Sword this generation, which means that he can abuse this move with Sharpness. In past generations, Gallade's strongest fighting move was Close Combat, which has a base power of 120 and lowers the user's defense and special defense by one stage when used. Sacred Sword has a base power of 90 and gets boosted by 1.5 times from Sharpness, which means that it effectively has a base power of 135. This is stronger than the aforementioned Close Combat and doesn't come with any drawbacks as well, making this the superior option. Besides Sacred Sword, Gallade has access to Psycho Cut, which also gets boosted. In the past, Gallade had to rely on Zen Headbutt as his strongest stab option for a psychic move, which has a 80 base power and a 10% chance to miss. Psycho Cut has a base power of 70, and with the boost of Sharpness it adds up to 105 base power. This gives Gallade a 135 base power and a 105 base power stab move with 0 drawbacks. Keep in mind that Gallade does have a pretty strong attack stat of base 125, which is nothing to sneeze at. Besides this, Gallade still has other great moves in its arsenal, such as Knock Off and Earthquake, great setup moves like Bulk Up, Agility and Sword Stance, and moves that can take advantage of Sharpness as well, like Leaf Blade, Night Slash and Aqua Cutter. Aqua Cutter is a new water physical move that has a 70 base power. While this probably won't be enough for Gallade to find a place in the OU tier, it's still a significant buff that will make it a potential threat in lower tiers like UU or RU, depending on how the meta develops of course. That's pretty much everything I have on Gallade. Let me know if I missed something and comment down below your opinion on Gallade and the buffs it got. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.